Last Wednesday at Grub Street, the latest cohort of Boston young adults graduated from the Real Estate Entrepreneurship Youth Program. Now in its third year, the summer program has equipped 35 Boston students with the fundamentals of real estate investing. Knowledge that can radically change their economic possibilities, envisioned by Street 2 Ivy and Fallon Company.
What we do at Street to Ivy is really try and work on the wealth and income disparity that everyone talks about in the city of Boston. And one of the key ways that we can close that gap is by teaching young people about real estate development. When you, over the past 5 or 6 years, 10 years even, you look at the city and you see the cranes, across the sky and a lot of development and a lot of wealth being generated. What we want to do is build pathways for young people from various communities, primarily communities of color, to access these opportunities. And so that's why we wanted to partner with groups like the Fallon Company to teach young people about how do I get into real estate? What are the things we can do in that space that can make a difference in all of our lives?
Over the course of 6 weeks, students are taught foundational blocks of business and financial literacy by experts in the field. Working in teams, students build their own case studies on investing in real estate property, learning how to evaluate properties, raise capital, and submit and negotiate winning offers, which they present as their final capstone project.
Year five is going to be 1.1 million.
Fallon Company leadership hopes the program can be a pipeline for establishing more diverse real estate professionals.
Our investors are going to make their return.
Diversity of backgrounds, diversity of thoughts. It's a huge problem in our industry. It's a huge problem in really every industry, right? So for this program, we like to think of it, and credit to Joe and Mike Fallon for being leaders in the space, credit to Tavares and his team at Street to Ivy. The goal is to get at the core of the issue and equip people who are young people who are, maybe wouldn't otherwise have those opportunities or be exposed to these resources, and be able to provide that at a very young age, so they can feel, like I said earlier, so they can feel like it's attainable to them, and they can realize that they can go out there and make a difference and make a change in the industry.
Graduates and alums of the program are walking away with the new skills of public speaking and networking, as well as confidence. Most importantly, they're feeling empowered to choose a different path for themselves.
I've never seen those like big numbers actually in my life, so it's like, wow, you can really make that much off of doing this stuff, like just depending on what like houses you choose and like what opportunities you get from the houses. So at first I would say it was kind of scary because I'm like, wow, I didn't even know it could be like that. But the more I was able to get into it and really understand like how the numbers work and like how you can get that cash flow, I was able to understand it more and get like more knowledge on that. So I wasn't really scared at that point because I was like, all right, now I know what I have to do in order to increase values on houses and what I need to do to get that cash flow going and make a profit.
I've always come from like a background like seeing my parents like live paycheck to paycheck, and I was always like, I want to come from something different. Like I want to build generational wealth, but I never knew how. So I definitely say like this has showed me that generational wealth is possible, and it's definitely given me like more of a network of people like to connect with, like adults especially because I'm only 22.
What advice would you have for other young people like yourself who may be interested in real estate but might not know where to start?
I would just say don't shy away from opportunities. Really, I didn't know anything going into it. The more skills you know is so helpful for the future, and I'm really glad that I was able to do that. So I'll just tell the young kids, really just learn as much as you can, take the opportunity.
One thing that I like to teach our young people is that they're great as they are today, right? And that they have what it takes today to be great and to be successful in whatever it is they're doing. We all need education, we all need training, but what we really want to focus on is letting people know that they're valuable, and their value is something that we all need.